One of the worst things about the coronavirus, the COVID-19 virus, is the unknowns. We have never seen this in American society before. We've never seen the level of quarantine and lockdowns that have been ordered. We've never seen our government respond to a situation like this. And so there's a lot of fear going on, and fear breeds anger. It's one of the emotional reactions to fear. And so I'm noticing as I go through Facebook and social media, I'm noticing a lot of frustration that's being vented with people at the grocery store, with people who have traveled internationally, with people who have been diagnosed with the virus. How dare they have been out in town before the diagnosis? And there's a lot of expression of frustration that comes from this fear that we have of this virus. And a lot of that expression just comes from looking at how this is affecting us personally. And I understand that. I do want to be an encouragement to you and encourage you to take in the words of Philippians chapter 2, verse 4, which says, "Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others." You know, it's easy to just look at things from our viewpoint and see how they affect us and then respond accordingly. But what God wants us to do is He wants us to be able to see things from the other person's perspective. The lady with two shopping carts full of toilet paper might be buying for herself and her neighbors and maybe a close relative of hers. The person who traveled overseas didn't know about the pandemic. The person who has been diagnosed with coronavirus, they were out 3 or 4 days ago. They had no idea that they had contracted it. And they're hurting and they're fearful too. So I think it's important that we adopt these words: look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others. Try to see it from each other's perspective, and just to understand that we're all fearful right now, we're all hurting, and that we're all unsettled. And I think if more of us can adopt that attitude, I think this experience will be just a little bit better than it is. May God bless you. You take care.